Hey everyone. Alright, no, I did the wrong one. Hold on, let me redo that. Check. Alright. So let's get on Sintopia. Now what I gather is this is definitely a, I don't want to say like a city builder, more like a tycoon game where you're like working the underworld in order to make basically souls live a good life. Then you drop down to the afterworld where they're basically souls are reformed, and then you send them back to the land of the living. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorials because we love a tutorial. Dear applicant, you since the previous holder of the job got exiled from creation, you are now applied for the now vacant position of Hell's administrator. After careful analysis of your mostly empty resume, story of my life, we are happy to announce that your profile has been selected for the reins. We accept that being the only applicant among angels does not remove you from the merits of your earning your title. Yes, Heaven Co. HR department. Sign here. Yep. Okay.
Here we are, your first world to redeem from me. Well, it's not exactly a normal world.
I never would.
This one is magically warded against wanton stupidity.
I never would imagine God having a man bun
without teaching you the ropes first. Anyway, lesson 1. Oh, crap. It's the priority line. Sorry, I've got to take that. Oh well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. In the name of me, it never stops.
the name of me, it never stops.
Far away.
Look at you, all alone, you poor thing.
Ayo?
Call me Lily. You're appointed chief of staff and all-purpose advisor.
Ayo?
Pleasure's all mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't be surprised. You'll be in very good company rolling over hell as its new administrator. And yes, before you mention it, I am indeed a succubus. The very first to ever be. Don't worry yourself, however. I am very much tamed. Even if there is still some bite left in me. Oh, please, you need only ask. But enough fun talk. We have souls to punish.
Ayo? Boot camp. The chairman being absent, Lily, the first succubus, is taking care of your onboarding on the meet hummus, visit the office, learn the basics.
Allow me to teach you a few tricks before the chairman comes back, First, let's visit this realm's overworld. See for yourself.
Okay, sweeping camera shots. Ooh.
Meet your administered sentient chickpeas. Yes, you heard me right. They're called hummus. They aren't overly smart, and they have a tendency to sin a lot, but I suppose that's why we're here, to cleanse them in between their lives before it gets too bad. For example, if you were to judge these guys as needing a quick trip to hell, you could always nudge their fate the right way, right?
Oh!
What?
Not them being yeeted.
What was that? I was being hypothetical.
Ayo?
Anyway, no biggie. Dying isn't that much of a big deal for the hummus. That's kind of what they do anyway.
Cool.
All right. Now that the introductions are done, have a look around.
Okay. When you resurrect a Humu from hell, they end up right here with a brand new life, full of hopes and maybe a tiny bit of debauchery.
Oh, yes. This is the seeding temple. It flew all the way here from heaven to populate this world with hummus. Essentially, it's the building that binds everything together with our hellish operations, so if it gets destroyed, there's no recovering from that. We're done. If I haven't forgotten my hummus biology class, they have a wheat and fish-based diet. I wonder though, when sentient chickpeas eat wheat-based food, does it taste like meat for them?
Oh, got it. Check the Reaper bus.
And this is where their sweet soul goes when they die. They'll chill there for a while, until they get buried away to hell. All right, there's someone I want you to meet. He should arrive anytime now. Anytime.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Ugh, neither of us have time for that. Did you know you can manipulate the flow of time according to your needs? Could you please give it a boost?
Okay.
Finally, meet Steve, the Reaper. He created a company for the delivery of souls. He works with us as a private contractor for Hell Inc. Note that his bus has a maximum capacity, so if souls do miss the bus, they'll have to try and get the next one.
Duly noted.
And another successful shipment.
Whoop.
All right, I think it's time for you to check the office. Let's follow our souls in hell.
Down here in hell with you.
Welcome to Hell Inc. Administrator.
I believe so.
Your bureaucratic empire starts today. Here's the theory. We must reduce the sins of these naughty boys and girls. Then, once we're comfortable with the amount of sins they have left, we can just have the layout we built gently lead them to the resurrection gate so they can take a new shot at life. I'll let you tour your playground a little bit before we begin.
Where souls are delivered by the Reaper bus. Style starts here. Resurrection gate.
Remember this. Hummus and souls keep their sins through life and death. They might forget their previous life, but there is no reset on the taint their souls carry. That's precisely why our job is critical if you don't want the hummus to go insane with sins, or worse. Much worse. Don't even ask.
And I won't. Click on soul.
If we do our job right, For every soul we resurrect with low enough sin, we will get awarded with precious heroes. Heaven's currency. You'll be able to spend these in R&D and further develop your powers, but I'll go back to that later.
Gotcha.
All right, time to build.
Yes, let's build.
This basic punishment building can transform sins into hard cash, purgadollars. It's not very good at it, though. Well done. And don't you worry, I'm blocking these souls for now.
Or function, unit employee, Harwin recruitment menu. Then it's Carpum.
Delighted. One really have to. Let's see how long.
I think we'll want a Hell Pet show next. This building produces faith coins by trading souls. Faith coins are consumed to power your spells. You'll want a lot of these to have fun in the overworld.
Okay. Oh, pet show. Oh yeah, that would make a lot more sense, yes. Okay. Get a worker imp. I guess Ryan Pile Driver.
Start coming through. Make way. You're the boss.
Check. Click on Idle Souls.
All right, I'm freeing the freaks. I think we need more souls. Should we go get more? If you get my drift. Okay. When you're on the hunt, be creative with the environment. You might be surprised how a little fantasy can be rewarding. My personal favorite? Crushed by the udders of a cow. And don't you feel bad for them, okay? It's strictly professional. There's no wrong in having fun at work.
Well, Lottie of that. That's an unfortunate last name. Yep, there it is. Richard Strong. Okay, so it says kill. So we gotta kill Hummus. Oop. Ooh. And there we go.
Oh, well done. You're a natural. It shows.
That's utterly ridiculous. Ha ha.
Well, dear administrator, we're all done with the basics now. Why don't you earn your keep? That's bound to please the chairman when he returns. Lily out.
Down here in hell.
Oh my. Yes, yes. Of course.
Operational thing and fully operational. Oh, I don't have enough I don't have enough Perga dollars. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got enough perk dollars left. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Yes, things. Oh, right.
Do I have to work?
Work. Cha-ching! Fresh soul, fresh souls. All right, Richard. All right, Richard Strong.
We might just make something out of you. Good job. Kiss, kiss.
Ooh, kiss, kiss. Success. Chairman, please.
Ah, I see you've met your chief of staff. Good
Yep.
old trustworthy Lily.
You know me, straight as an arrow.
As any arrow should be. Otherwise, bang! Crooked Arrow's trash bin, huh? Anyway, as it seems that Lily already took it upon herself to onboard you, I'll leave you two to it. Got calls to make. Busy. But hey, good talk.
Good talk.
Anyway, big day for you coming up. Your first real assignment. But before we dive into it, you should meet your coordination team. This is Rupert, our expert in everything hummus related. I think he has a PhD in homology or something like that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes. Well met, Administrator. Some could say that I am indeed a specialist. I have helmed for several years the Institute of Sins and Hummus, where we study the interactions between...
What a dork! I love this guy.
And that would be Larry.
Damn right I am, the Larry. Hotshot, ladies man, and 3-time world champion of forklift tuning.
And your job is...
Well, I'm the man you want to talk to for everything maintenance and infrastructure related. I keep this whole little operation tight and steady.
And no one doubts that. And finally, we have...
I can introduce myself, thank you.
Uh-oh.
I'm Janine, Mistress of Paperwork and Processes. And, if I'm not mistaken, that is all you're required to know.
Right. Good. Good. Well, now that you've met your crew, let's get to work. On your mark.
All right. See how we gonna get
Before I
in.
leave you off the hook, there's still a handful of topics you should go through if you don't want mayhem to strike within days.
Let us begin the Huma's political theory course. If you open your manual, chapter 12, page 78, paragraph 4.
Rupert, we don't distribute these manuals to administrators anymore. Budget reallocation? Just make it short, yes?
Oh, I wasn't aware. I'm not a fan of improvisation. Can we postpone this?
Step aside, buddy. Let me handle this.
All right, Larry.
All right, Chief, here's the deal. There's some kind of scepter imbued with the power to control the hummus population. It's planted in a magical rock in front of the temple. It randomly selects a new ruler whenever there isn't one. And then that guy has to go through the coronation process to finally do his thing. And, the ruler, do what rulers do. Same as you, I guess? Sorry, Chief. I'm still a bit fuzzy on what you actually do.
The ruler signs I passed. Hummus.
Administrator, please note that Hummus rulers will determine the life paths of others as well as what to build according to their personality. So expect wildly different priorities from a ruler to the next.
Okay.
These rulers often bolster the spirit of the Hummus that they favor, giving them an edge for as long as this ruler remains in power.
Which means, if you don't like this one, you can change. Just spitballing ideas, of course, but an inappropriate ruler could end up having an innocuous accident, like smashing his face against a wall.
Oop.
Such a tragedy. The king is dead. Long live the king.
When a ruler dies, an aspirant ruler is random. Coordination takes time.
Such eagerness.
Why are you running? Run! I'm trying to rule, baby. I'm trying to rule. I'm about to be the king, baby. I'm about to be the king. I'm surprised he run out of breath. My God. And I just can't wait to be king. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Click on the watchtower.
The brave Hummus explorers. Famous for, well, famous for their casualty rate, really.
Seems that these resources are free to claim. Good for them.
Okay. Making a move. This can need to tag resources before colonizing them, but hostile entities.
Uh-oh. Another squad isn't having as much of a good time.
Check the skirmish. Skirmish? I don't see no skirmish. I don't see us. Oh, there's a skirmish. Yep, that's a skirmish. Yep.
Very, very bad puppies. You did good. However, more will come if you don't also destroy the lair. These logs might come in handy. If you can aim, that is. Oh, look. They were guarding a chest. Maybe you should crack that open.
Hey.
Chief, all that cash will, come in handy. Let's use it to kickstart our hellish operations.
Yeah.
Ugh, what a mess. Look at these degenerates, lobbing up chaotically. They should wait their turn in an orderly fashion.
Some coal.
Huh. I should have... Yay. Work. Whatever. Not yet. Try to follow the advised layout for now. You'll make your own mistakes soon enough, don't worry. Oh, much better. It's prettier that way, and has the added benefit of preventing them from accumulating sin while inside the line.
Oh, okay.
Chief, all of this is fine and dandy, but what about our breaks? I've seen guys purposely take longer if you don't give them facilities dedicated to chilling. Not me, of course. I would never do. No! We don't want souls to bumble in here. You should connect the building with an imp-only road to avoid hummus getting lost in personnel-only neighborhoods.
only road.
Ah, free as a bird.
I'm not authorized to allow that yet. Just play along for now. It'll be over soon, pinky promise.
I am exhausted.
Let's build imp roads, but I'm building the road.
It's good you tidied things up a bit, but it's still missing something. Maybe it's a bit too bland. Look at the souls. They behave like they're in an amusement park. We should spook them a bit.
Help props. Here.
Alright. Gonna go take a leak.
And back. Click on a highlighted soul. Or click on the highlighted soul. Okay. Universal has accumulated extra fear. Doesn't move much quicker.
Administrator, are these decorations meant to stay?
Holy hell, some of these decorations scare the bejesus right out of me.
Yeah, I might have to file a complaint if you make us work around these.
Oh, there's always something.
Always
We should
something.
Probably build motivating props as a token of goodwill for the employees.
Motivating props. Sintopia.
I hope they're happy now. Or at least happier. Not sure they can ever be satisfied.
We heard that.
Oh, man.
Ah, much better. They should work faster now. Maybe.
Fear and motivation have opposite effects. Be motivated by fear. Souls are reassured by. Gotcha.
I was thinking, this heavy magical tome you were given when you got the job. Maybe we should have a little chat about it. It
Okay.
is the one and only Liber Administratum, a codex of immense power, raving about the art of bureaucracy. Your predecessors imbued it with teachings of their own, before it was eventually passed on to you. You will have to attune to it if you want to decipher its powers and technologies.
Okay. See.
Don't let yourself be intimidated by it. With time, it will be easier to navigate through its chapters. Each of them comes with its unique theme and passive powers to unlock. This is also where you can research new constructions and spells, but it doesn't come cheap. The heroes are the heavenly currency you will have to spend to study the Liber Administratum and unlock new powers. To get more, you'll have to do your job and purify the hummus of their sins.
Okay.
More precisely, every time a Hummu resurrects from hell with a low enough amount of sin, you will get one hero. Easy enough, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I was allowed to award you 5 heroes to get you saddled up, courtesy of the chairman.
Thank
For
you.
now, let's have you acquainted with a very important tool, the Souls Dispatcher.
Research Soul Dispatcher.
Good. Thanks to this tool, you will segregate souls according to any criteria you may fathom. This is by far the most important building for an efficient bureaucracy.
Okay. Soul dispatcher.
Working too much, not good for one's heart.
In the overview, you can see all 3 exits with their respective rules, if any, as well as the current fallback exit. You can set up a new rule from here, but we'll see that later.
Configure Helios lane to B.
A break? That means it's poop time!
When they say now, when they say
This is the details panel. When a soul enters a dispatcher, it checks if it matches any existing rule. Remember though, it checks from top to bottom, and the soul will go out on the first matching exit. Whether it's a specific sin, various statuses they can have, or other characteristics, each category has its own rule language.
okay,
You'll have to explore the various options in due time.
okay,
Make sure to set the different parameters according to your needs. We will want a hero's lane that checks the amount of corruption in a soul before letting it through. That way, you'll make sure to only resurrect souls that will award you a hero. Now that we have our rule for specific souls, we have to determine what happens to souls that do not meet it. This happens in the fallback exit section. Here, you can select a lane in which souls will go if they do not match any of the rules set above. In our case, we want souls to loop back to our Omnisin doctors due to their sin level being too high. Could you kindly? Great, great! You learn fast. Now it's up to you to make up your own rules. In a bureaucracy, making stuff up can be its own reward.
Right.
Now, this hell is already much smarter than when we found it, but it's still missing one little thing. Loops.
right. So basically, if a soul goes, aha, okay. Crossing.
Working too much, not good for one's heart.
Perfection. I think we're done here for now.
Okay.
Nightfall. The hummus will stop working and head home now. I could tell you they're going to go to sleep, but you're a grown-up. You can take the blunt truth. Hummus? Tend to shaboink at night. A lot. In
Oh,
fact,
shaboink.
they can get pretty naughty, even to my standards.
Uh-oh.
At
Hey,
least
yo.
now you know where their daily natality comes from.
Hey, yo.
If I may, should you feel like preventing them from having a promiscuous night, you can always disturb them during the deed. If you do that, it will remove them from those partaking in the natality count for the next dawn.
Why would you prevent them from having some fun? No. This goes against my work ethics.
I wonder why. Damn boss succubi are the best.
Well, if you're overflowing with hummus, with all the problems that it brings, and want to slow down their development, that would be a good way. However, note that studies have shown that disturbed humans are prone to wrathful tantrums if disturbed during their frivolous moments. So much so that they might just go back to work rather than stay home to listen to this cacophonous chaos.
I think we've established that we shouldn't do that. So let's wait for dawn and check the morning's fresh creation of newcomers.
Administrator? It seems that one of your collaborators deserves a raise. Surely that takes priority over messing with people's night activities?
Night activities, indeed.
Good employees do not come cheap. Sometimes fostering mediocrity is a good way to save cash.
I mean,
Really?
What? I'm just saying. That's an option.
not wrong.
Every day at dawn, you will have to pay the sum of all wages and maintenance costs of Hell buildings merged into the upkeep value. If you can't pay, you should expect strikes from your employees.
You're damn right we will.
Don't mess around with people's cash.
That is
We're
true.
not slaves, I think.
See? You'll want to keep a close eye on your upkeep.
I should slow down. Otherwise, everyone else is gonna look bad.
All right, I think that's it. We've covered some more advanced notions. Let's give you the opportunity to experiment a little bit and earn some much-needed heroes.
Okay. Says no punishment. Research a sin punishment specialist.
I am exhausted.
Oh boy, finally. Souls will surely miss me.
Okay. In specific punishment building. Okay. Okay. I like this. All right. Let's see. Oh. So when ready, I said I gotta go back. Get back in line. Build a sin specialist. Wrath of Law. Oh, Wrath. Yeah. Road and I think we'll put a break room. Oop. Oh, that's right. My M's are on strike because I ain't. I got my monies. It was on strike for a little bit. Was this a rap battle? Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Oh, we won't. Our peoples went on strike for a little bit. They a little underpaid. Well, as per usual, we always are like big solidarity with the workers type. You know what I mean? You know the vibes. Yeah, we are big up on what's called solidarity with the workers and whatnot. You know. You know the vibes. You know. Nation. Administration. Got a nice hefty chunk of souls over there. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. But yeah, this is cool. I like this. More of this, please, girls. Anyway, I'm gonna definitely be keeping an eye on this one as per usual. I really do like the. It kind of also kind of reminds me a little bit of like if Black and White were business management as well, like basically like tycoon game in the Black and White setting. You know, for the old heads that remember that remember the old days of EA before EA too close to the sun. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I like this. I'm gonna keep this. Definitely, this one's gonna be on the wish list. All right, I'm gonna go switch over. Check.